holidays to all you guys out there. We are so excited to do the first clitoral cooking attempt since we launched Cliterally Speaking the podcast.
That's right. We're here in Studio C in our Cliteral kitchen.
Yeah.
And we are going to show you how to make Michelle's special holiday casserole recipe.
Right. We talked about it on the episode with Bob Baker, and we said we were going to show you how to do that. So first of all, I want to show you the things that you're going to need. Champagne. And so while Emily...
Very first ingredient.
That is for the glasses to help you continue to put things together in an easy way during this holiday craziness. So when you're drinking some champagne in the kitchen, everything is going to go fabulous for you.
So we do have a picture of this that we'll make sure to...
Oh yeah, but we'll cut stuff in so they can see it.
So we have this Aegerter. I'm not sure if that's how that's pronounced or not, but it's spelled Aegerter. It's by Jean-Luc and Paul. This is actually technically not a Champagne Method de Champenois. It's a Crémant de Bourgogne Brut. I'm very excited to try this. Our friends at the Wine Merchant gave us this to try during the holidays. It's a great price point, $15.
$15.
Yeah.
That's all it's going to take to make you a very happy person cooking in your kitchen for everybody else.
Make you feel a little ho-ho-ho.
Right.
Yeah.
So what we are making today is a breakfast casserole that my mom would serve us every Christmas. When we would wake up, we'd open up all of our presents, and then we would eat this fabulous casserole. And then I continued to do the same thing for my children. And we talked about it on the episode about special things, and we're like, let's share this recipe and let's show you guys how we make it. So the ingredients that go into this casserole are the crescent rolls. Now from Pillsbury, you can get that in the refrigerated section. Normally they're like this long. But today, these were like $1 a piece, and so I opted to go for the less expensive, smaller pieces versus the one long one because it was more expensive.
There's a run on them. It's the holidays.
It's the holidays. Everybody wants their crescent rolls. My mom called it Brown and Serve sausages, and that's by the Banquet Company. But we have also used the Jimmy Dean already pre-cooked sausage. That comes with 12, and so with serving for my kids, I always use the Jimmy Dean because there's more. But this time, I'm just going to use the Banquet because it's smaller. I don't need to make as much.
Hey, this is yummy.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Is it good?
I'll give this a little taste of Rooney.
All right, hold on.
Cheers.
Oh, that's delightful.
It's crisp, it's dry, it's got a little kind of green apple, a little citrus. It's
perfect.
Delicious. Wow.
Okay.
I never would have guessed this was at a $15 price point. And look at those tiny little bubbles.
You might want to get yourself close. Walk up there and say hello to the camera.
Hi, everyone.
And show them those bubbles.
Look at how pretty these little bubbles are.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't those nice? I like how this glass matches my ensemble today.
It does. It does. And I have a little bit of green here too. And these glasses here were a present from Emily to me on my birthday a couple years ago. So
that is definitely going to help our cooking spirit.
Now where were we?
You were at the sausage.
I did talk about the sausage.
Yeah.
Right? And then a whole 8 ounces of Monterey Jack grated. So Emily has grated those.
It was very hard for me not to nibble at that.
Yeah. It's going to be very hard for me not to nibble on all this while I'm making it and putting it together. And then eggs. All right, so these are the organic eggs. You won't need all of these.
How many do you usually use?
I usually use at least one for every person I'm making for.
Okay, so this is something that's like very fluid.
Yeah, so like when I had the kids, there were 3 of them and me. I know I would probably use 8, so we each had 2. But I don't know exactly what the true ratio is. This is an 8 ounce package of cheese that's been grated, but I'm not going to use it all. I will use all of the sausage because we'll cut that up, and then right now because each of these have 4, I'll just use 2 of these. You don't have to use, each of these have 4 pieces to fit in
the bottom of the pan.
8 by 8 square cooking dish.
So what do I do now? Do I just, does this get like little
Well,
rolls that you put on?
No,
or do
no,
you...
it's the crust.
Okay, so you just
you roll it
flatten it
out.
out.
You roll it out.
You roll it like...
Unroll it.
Unroll.
Unroll it. That's the
See,
right
I've never
word.
used this stuff, so...
I know,
this is
Emily
a
makes
totally
everything
new
from
experience.
scratch. This is what life is like
I
when you
love
have
it. No, it's fun.
you have more than
Well, I don't have 3 kids.
that want to eat while
Yeah.
they're opening up their presents from
Right,
Santa.
right.
And so then you press it together so it all becomes, one thing. You know, like
Nice.
mush it in like that
Mhm.
so that
So there's no
no seam,
Yeah.
if you will, and then pick that up and show that to the.
Yeah.
And actually, we don't even need this
We
one.
don't. Just one did it.
Just
did
one
perfect.
fills it up. So
Voila.
when I've done for larger people, I just use a larger baking dish, and you just want to spread it out all the way to the end. And then I need to get a little bowl.
If you wanted to get fancy, you could probably do things like herbs on top of this crust.
Well, you could.
If you wanted to be fancy. Not that you have to.
If you wanna make it an Emily style of. Well, this is
I love it.
a great way to put it in the oven while everything is going on. We would always make it the night before. Well, I wouldn't cook it the night before, but I would have everything prepared and in the dish, so that once I got up in the morning and kicked Santa out of the front door. Or up the chimney. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get...
Kicked him out of the front door. Santa, go!
Santa,
we don't need you around
Santa.
here. You've already delivered your bag of goodies.
So you need to quit drinking our liquor and go. And then I would put it in the oven and it would be cooking while the children... so I think I'll put in 4. I'm going to put in 4 eggs.
Yeah, that sounds good. Now, do you whisk that? Do
Yeah,
you need to get
I
a whisk? Where will I find one?
In the... Yes, that drawer to the right. The little whisk should be in there, beater of some sort. No, it's there. If it's not there, then look for the second drawer down on the left. Aha! And then just beat that up if you don't mind while I wash my hands. So if you guys have been listening to the show, you also know we talked about my house being burglarized. And the guy came in and, bled all over my kitchen. This is such a lovely thing to talk about during
Our
Christmas,
holiday casserole
Christmas
cooking.
cooking. But this is the kitchen that he came in, and this is the area that he bled all over.
Desanitized. But it's been all cleaned up. You heard all about that process and the aftermath, which was really good.
Oh, I forgot one more item that I didn't tell you guys about. You need a can of green chilies.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That sets everything up. And it needs to be, you can get hot, or this is mild because it was also on sale. But they need to be chopped because otherwise you're going to be chopping.
That sounds great.
So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to throw it in there. And then I would put like half of the cheese in there so it all gets put together. Yeah. Fortunately, we're not doing this on a live television program, so we can take as long as we need to. We just hope.
I think everybody's going to want to see every little detail.
Absolutely. Hold on. Let me turn the oven on. We're going to put it in the oven in a minute.
Oh my god. So I was admiring your towel collection.
Oh.
You've got the Dork Forest.
I do.
That is so cool.
And
So the Dork Forest is another podcast that
is.
we like quite a bit. And in fact, we just recorded a conversation with the
Jackie
creator
Cation
of Dork Forest.
And that's going to come out in a couple of weeks. In January, I think the first week of January is going to be out, that episode. I have the Dork Forest. I have...
that smells really good.
I have...
Now, what do you think about this ratio? Does that
Need
look
more
good?
cheese.
More cheese.
cheese.
Okay.
I have this great tea towel from my mom that has conversions from whatchamacallit, US to metric. So
this is my favorite type of towel, this kind of flour sack material.
Yeah.
It dries champagne glasses the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that.
Yeah. So it's very helpful. But this one, my mom got me. That I just. Oh, she saw it. She had to get it for me. She laughed. I laughed. I'm going to read it to you. Then I'll get a close-up shot. It says, I'm going to ask Emily, if you had to choose between drinking wine every day or being skinny, which would you choose, red or white?
That's funny. Red. Yeah.
So here it is.
That's great.
It's probably backwards because we're probably doing something wrong here. But anyways, if you had to choose between being drinking wine or being skinny, drinking wine every day or being skinny, which would you choose, red or white?
That's excellent.
Isn't that
I love
fabulous?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how are we doing on our ratio?
That's looking good. We're gonna now cut up the brown and serve.
Okay, I'm gonna show you
how.
because this has got a fair amount of like cheese in there. So just FYI.
So, what did I do? I just had this. If you hear any little scraping, that's the dogs we're
That's
keeping
Toby.
outside. So
Toby,
then
once in.
you take the brown and serve, it's already look like this, and then you just break it up in little pieces in your mixture. You know, however big of pieces that you like to, you know, if you worry about people, you know, choking on it, make it smaller. If you know, just really, you can customize that to your own,
Preferences.
yeah, your own happiness. And these are already cooked, so you don't have to worry that you're putting, you know,
don't have to
raw.
brown them or anything.
Yeah, you don't have to brown them. And since we had we did 4 eggs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do probably. I put 4 of these pieces in here already, and it comes. There's
Yeah,
like. I'm gonna do 2 more.
Okay.
I like mine.
You
I like
like
my
a lot
stuff
of
a little
sausage?
meaty.
You like a lot of sausage.
I do like a lot of sausage. Don't be
Merry
skimping on the
Christmas.
sausage, you know. Yeah.
Santa baby.
And then we will put that there, and then you'll pour it in that.
Right now it's ready?
Yep, it's ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna wash my hands again. Get out of the picture frame. Wash my hands.
Important to do.
Yeah.
Throw
Put
that
there.
in.
I have that. Yeah, you have a
Great.
spatula.
I brought out this cute one. Are you breaking up with me? It's got little gingerbread.
It's a
mountains.
holiday
So
one.
perfect.
We're just totally.
We're in the
fine
mood.
for holiday. All right. I'm gonna turn the oven on.
Okay.
Preheat. Forgot to do that, but
What, like 350 or?
I'm gonna do 375 just
375.
because I live on the edge, Emily.
Yes, I like it. Well, you'll get a more brown top that way, right? Okay, make sure. I'm making sure there's
Yes, it's even,
equal sausage in each bite.
it's just like she equal pours.
Yes, this is-
She's equal sausage.
Yes, this is part of my nature here. Okay.
And we will put it in the oven when the oven is ready, and then we'll be right back with the finished product.
Yum, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the casserole part. Welcome back.
Y'all,
We're a little more tousled. We have successfully finished this bottle.
drank it all
Dry.
dry.
And
And had lots of great conversation. I'm sorry you weren't here with us. We
Oh.
were talking about it.
much of which I think we're like, ooh, that needs to be an episode.
Future episodes. Always. You know, when you have a chance to talk with your girlfriends over a bottle of champagne on a random
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, take it because it's fabulous. It's so fabulous. Always would have you here, Emily.
Absolutely.
And we have great conversations.
I
which
know, it's great.
our listeners and viewers know. So
45 minutes later, here
at
we are.
375, this
Look at
is the delightful egg casserole. We're gonna call it Patty's Special. It's my mom's
I love that.
name.
Look how pretty that
Isn't that
looks
nice?
like a nice kind of crust on the side there.
It is totally cheesy. So I'm going to cut a little bit for Emily and I here to have on our.
We're gonna have our signature taste. Here it is.
See how nice it looks on the inside.
I can see those little chili peppers. Oh my god! I almost wore this casserole.
She almost took a sausage home.
I know.
All right, ready?
Oh, that's so yummy. I love the green
chilies.
The green chilies in there. Yeah, it's really good. What kind of patty is this?
My piece is a little dry.
Oh,
because it's a corner piece. So we did it for 45 minutes at 375. We probably could have done it for 40, between 40 and 45 minutes, because I like to have like the eggs like still moist and stuff. Is your egg?
Mine's great.
Okay. So corner piece is gonna be a little bit drier, but it's still really tasty.
I could totally see like having some maple syrup on this, because who doesn't want maple syrup with their breakfast?
Perfect.
So for those dry corner pieces.
A little, because who doesn't need a little extra sugar on Christmas morning?
I mean,
right?
Yeah, candy canes for Christmas Eve.
So
maple syrup on your casserole for Christmas morning. No, this is delicious. Thank you so much for making this. I'm really excited to try it. When you were talking about it, I was like, oh, we need to make sure and capture that. And
I'm glad we did. We'll be doing more of this kind of stuff, and as 2020 comes around, and we do all of these kind of cool things.
Yeah.
And if you have something special you want us to try to make, we're happy to do that. We really appreciate all of you listeners and viewers and supporters and Cliterally, and just thanks for being awesome fans of the show.
Yeah, thank you for being a part of our community, and we look forward to sharing more conversations with you in the coming year, and we love you oh so much.
Oh so much.
Thank you.
Peace.
Bye.